Ekiti is a quiet settlement in Ekiti State, southwest Nigeria, the world's most populous black nation. The community boasts a proud history that reaches back to centuries of ancient Yoruba chronology when empires and kingdoms held sway and determined the destinies of societies. In modern times, Ekiti has stood its ground, producing sons and daughters who have rubbed shoulders with Nigeria's elite in politics, the professions, academia, business, and the military. The community successful businessmen and internationally acclaimed musicians among others. And there are more and more of these waiting to emerge from among the 1 million men and women who make up the population of Ekiti and its environs. Although those vibrant sons and daughters of Ekiti look forward to a conducive environment that would enable them fulfill their destinies and contribute to their quota to society, the future looks bleak on account of the poor health system. Its rising infant mortality and sharp decline in average life expectancy are the consequences of the dismal service delivery. Lack of adequate funding from budgetary allocation and successive governments' indifference to the health sector has effectively paralyzed the system. Analysts armed with government statistics and records from international bodies say the most potent assault on the development and wealth of the average Nigerian citizen is the poor state of the health sector. Life expectancy for the women is 46 years and for men it is 47. This represents a slide from 53 for women in 1962 and 52 for men. The health hardship is said to be the most pronounced in countryside areas like Ekiti. In Nigeria, according to the World Health Organization, waterborne diseases claim the lives of 135,200 Nigerians annually. And according to the United States Agency for International Development in its 2008 report, Nigeria, with approximately 2.5% of the world's population, has more than 10% deaths of all under 5 years old and maternal deaths. This translates into more than 1 million newborn infant and child deaths and more than 50,000 maternal deaths a year. In plain statistics, this works out at 201 deaths per 1,000 live births, and for maternal mortality rates, there are 1,100 deaths per 100,000 live births. Experts insist that Nigerian governments have contributed to the poor state of the health sector, leading to preventable deaths of millions of citizens. They anchor their claim on the irrefutable fact that Nigerian governments allocate only about 5% of the national budget to health against the United Nations recommendation of 15%. And the money is never released in full. It's a gloomy health profile that has left Ekiti, a land of 1 million people, with only one under-equipped health center.
Health is wealth. Creating a new health center or a tertiary health center in the community will be of great benefit to the people in the community. As this, we have this one and others, but we are not. It's not enough to meet the health needs of the community.
èyí tó bá lọ fún admission kò lè sanwó hospital kò lè sanwó bí tó máa sùn sí tó máa gbé bill fún lọ́jọ́ kejì àti padà lọ sílé a máa bá lẹ́rù tí irú nǹkan báwọn yìí bá wà ìdẹ̀ra dìde nìyẹn o.
It's been traumatic for women in labor. They have to depend on the crude methods of native doctors and ill-trained midwives. Those with complicated pregnancy are expected to head for the nearest hospital, a distance of 45 miles, to see a doctor. These trips often result in stillbirths or maternal deaths on the way or just at the point of stepping into the hospital. But the present and the future may no longer look bleak after all for Ekiti, thanks to divine intervention. It is coming through a vision revealed to a minister of God, Reverend Bola Adewunmi.
We're not here out of our own volition. We did not just wake up one day and say we're going to Nigeria. I had a revelation and I shared it with my husband. My husband said, "You are not serious." After going back and forth on it, we decided that we will obey the leading of the Lord. And when I was sick, I was on a hospital bed. I had an attack in 2002. Between 2002 and that March, the month of March was a struggle in my life. I was completely, very sick, almost paralyzed. I was laying down on that hospital bed, and I had a walk with God. I had a word with God. I said, "God, if you will heal me, if you will take this ailment from me," I said, "Whatsoever you ask me to do, I will do. Wherever you ask me to go, I will go." So when God brought the issue, the drop, the revelation of coming to Nigeria, and he gave me the name Ikoti. I'm like, Ikoti of 4 places. Why Ikoti? Where is the land called Ikoti? But to cut the long story short, I remembered my vow. So vow made unto God was binding on me. I already vowed unto God that wherever he sent me to go, I will go. Whatever he asked me to do, I will do it.
Bola Adewunmi Global Mission Outreach's Bagmo has acquired a 5-acre land in Ikoti Ekiti for the realization of God's plan. From here, a sprawling complex will soon emerge to fulfill the threefold ministry of the gospel of Jesus Christ, namely, taking the message of salvation to the people, preaching the gospel of the kingdom of God, and healing the sick and the tormented. Bola is supported in the call by her husband, Dele.
We've been living in the U.S. for the past 17 years, and we've made that place our home because we are comfortable. But this vision came after God blessed us with a new home. But 4 months or 3 months after, my wife came and said, "Listen, I've got a vision that we should go back to Ikoti." By that time, we don't know where Ikoti is, though we are from Ekiti.
Being a comprehensive health facility aimed at